Hey, cosmic superstars, welcome to Honest Flow, a channel where we have open and honest conversations. My name is Teo and I am your virtual host here. So, first and foremost, I wanted to sort of explain that I am dressed up or glammed up because I was at a birthday earlier. I was at a friend's 40th actually. And yeah, I thought maybe it would be a good time to come online and record this video. Sorry, I can see a hair. I'm just being goofy right now. Anyhow, so I thought it would be a good idea to come online and record a video because it has actually been a while. And I'm also aware that I did mention I'd make more of a conscious effort to come online and make more videos of substance. However, I haven't. And yes, I am sorry. I've been busy and sidetracked. To fill you in on what's been happening, basically, I've been busy launching my business. I actually launched my spiritual business around end of April, and that's sort of been my main focus, trying to build the momentum, get everything ready, and yeah, serving people here and there. So I've been lucky to have met with over 8, 9, 10 maybe people now in the last 2 months, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's good momentum, but it's still getting clients, right? And yeah, it's just been nice to get out there and do what I love. And also on the marketing side of things, I have sort of put the word out there to my own communities, and I am pretty sure that a lot of people know about it because every time I do bump into people or talk to people, the first thing they'll ask me is, "Oh, how's your business going?" Or, "Oh, I really love what you're doing with the business. I'm so proud of you, blah, 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 blah." And, those words of encouragement are great and all. However, it would be even greater if these people would engage my services rather than just saying things. And let me sort of rephrase that actually. I'm very open and grateful for the lovely comments and the positive words of encouragement, right? However, what I don't really like or enjoy is when I hear people say certain things, say that they want to support me, want to book my services, yet they don't do it. And for me, that is a misalignment in words and actions. It's telling me something about these people, right? And I really sometimes want to ask these people, hey, I don't need you to say you want to get my services if you don't want to. You don't have to come to me for my services. What I would like for you to do is just give me a like here and there. Moral support is fine, but don't go out of your way and say, I want to book your services and then not do it. Because for me, it's like talk is cheap, right? Actions speak much louder than words. And so I want people to really understand that your words carry weight. And if you're saying things and not doing things to keep it aligned, it shows inconsistency. And not only that, it kind of tells me who you are as a person that just goes, but never actually does things, right? Anyway, that's just my random rant. I just feel there's a lot of people who will go out of their way to tell me they want to engage my services, but they don't do it. And that's what bothers me. I'm not bothered by the people who are, congratulating me and, they see my work and they congratulate me and give me moral support here and there. Some of them don't. That's okay. It's the ones that actually say they want to book my services or they really want to support me, but then they don't back it up with actions. That's what bothers me normally. And I just wish people would understand that that kind of behavior doesn't sit well with me because I don't like inconsistent people. I don't like misaligned people. Anyhow, that is just one of my random rants. And I think following on from that as well, I want to explain something that in this world there's something called universal law. It's the law of give and take, and what you put out you get in return. So when you're not consistent with your words, what you're putting out, it's confusing the universe as well. It's not only confusing me, it's confusing the universe, because they're like, so what do you want here? Do you want to do this or you don't want to do this? Why do you say you want this but you won't chase it? Like, what is it that you want? Like, be clear about it. The universe likes clear, concise guidelines, clear and concise rules. And another thing I wanted to talk about is self-investment. And this is something that I've actually learned for myself. I'm not just saying it because I'm trying to reel in your money and whatnot. Like, to be honest, I do what I do because I love what I do. I love being in service to people. I love uplifting people. I love helping people. It's never been about the money. But having said that, I do need the money right now because I don't have an income, right? However, I want people to understand that when you choose to invest money in yourself, as in when you choose to take that little bit of money that you've saved up to do something big for yourself, and what I'm referring to is to go invest in a healing session, a therapy session, a counseling session, right? When you make those moves for yourself, what you're telling the universe is that you actually love yourself enough to spend on yourself. It means that you actually finally believe that you're worth that money. And just going from my own experiences, there was a time in my life, once upon a time, that I would feel really guilty for spending money on myself. I would feel bad, and like there would be something that I would really want to do, a healing or reading that I really wanted to get, but then I'd see the price, it'd be like $100, $200, and I'd be like, oh, that's a lot of money. However, I'm willing to spend $200 or $300 at the club buying drinks for other people, but for some reason I found it really hard to spend $200 on some sort of report or reading for myself, because I was like, maybe I don't need it. Maybe I can just keep reading books or just reading free information online. Maybe that's all I need, right? And what I've come to understand personally is that that was my own blockages, right? That was me not believing that I was worth it. And I tell you what, the moment I started spending more money on myself, the moment I started shifting all my money onto no longer drinks at the clubs for other people, but onto myself, onto buying myself things, investing in things for me, for my own personal self-development, courses, readings, reports, healings, so many different things. I invested my own hard-earned money because I thought I was worth it. And the rewards, the benefits that came in return from that is like exponential. Like, guys, I am here where I am right now after 5 years of investing in myself, by the way. Yeah, I'm here because of those things, because of those investments, because I finally believed that I was worth it. And I'm bringing this up because I want you to understand that sometimes you just need to take that first step. You just need to channel that money that you've saved up, and maybe it's your last bit of money. But if there's something that your heart is calling you towards, and you're sitting there going, I don't know if I should or not, maybe it's not time yet, or maybe I don't really need it. What if you do? And let me tell you, the moment you decide to invest in yourself, you're telling the universe, like, hey, I'm ready. I'm ready for change. I'm ready to love myself. And I fucking believe that I'm worth it. And from that point onwards, let me tell you, everything changes. Everything. And I'll tell you an interesting story. I did a healing just last week, a sort of intuitively guided healing where it's part spiritual, part shamanic rituals, because I am a shamanic practitioner and I am a healer. And I do lots of things. I'm sort of multi-talented because I am a life path 9. I can do a lot of things, right? And I am a Gemini and I'm on the ADHD spectrum. I just do a lot of things because that's how I roll. Anyhow, so I did a healing for this girl last week, and she chose to invest money in her healing. And I kid you not, literally the next day she started receiving all kinds of blessings. Like I think it was 3 different blessings. And actually the week after she received another blessing, right? I don't know what the last blessing was because she's going to tell me next month, which is making me wait. But anyhow, what I'm trying to say is because that girl chose to spend money to do something for herself, to trust that this is what she needed a healing. I came in, all I did was be the instrument. I am simply an instrument for God, for the higher powers, whatever you wish to call it. That's all I do. I channel, okay? And after she allowed me to come through and clear out all the blocks for her, that created space for abundance to come through, for blessings to come through, for love to come through. And what I'm trying to say is the only reason that happened was not because of me. It was because she chose herself. For once, she was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to choose me. I'm going to do this for me. And I'm going to take this money and spend it on me for myself. And that's why things started to unfold more positively for her. And what I'm just trying to say is, you know that you're really loving on yourself when you're actually willing to spend money on yourself. If you're still withholding, if you're still kind of being, sorry to say it, but a tight ass with certain things like, oh, I don't know if I really want this service or really need it. That's because you don't love yourself enough just yet. You don't feel that you're worth it yet. Because when you are ready and willing and feel that you're worth it, then you will invest in those things. Then will you invest in your healing. That's what I'm trying to say here. Anyhow, I feel like I'm ranting. And I don't know if I made sense, but in all my videos, I probably always say that I'm always going on about, I don't know if I made sense. But I just want people to understand that there's, the weird thing is, like, for me, it's all common sense. For me, the way this world works, this universe works, has always felt like common sense. I've always innately known that, we should always treat people with kindness, even when they're an asshole to you. I don't know if I'm allowed to say here, but let's say they're just a total douchebag to you. You still should be kind to them. You still should show grace rather than retaliating or seeking revenge. And that's why, even though I've always been on the receiving end of some pretty hardcore treatment, some unkind treatment, I still chose to be nice to people rather than exploiting their weaknesses, because I am very well aware of what people's weaknesses are. However, yeah, I've just felt like those are the things that I've always understood. And just also, I've understood karma. What you put out, you get in return. And so I've always been one of those people that go out of my way to compliment people. And these are genuine compliments, by the way, not fake stuff. But, I'm always trying to uplift people, kind of trying to highlight their potentials and the areas and things that they're good at, right? And yeah, I just feel that it's common sense, right? But then I feel like I'm surrounded by people who don't get it, people who withhold their love from others, who don't understand what unconditional love is. When you give out love to others and you're nice to others, that is somehow returned to you. It doesn't always have to come from the same people, but it will come back to you in other ways. And so I spent my life trying to be this way since a very young child. And if anyone ever questions whether or not I deserve the things that I am being blessed with now in this next season or chapter of my life, I would be like, you have no idea what I have done for so long. So don't even try questioning me, right? Anyway, that's me just ranting now and getting into my divine feminine. I mean, not divine, her dark feminine, femme fatale. I just feel a little bit. I feel like I'm a bit lost. I did drink a tiny bit, but only a tiny bit. I didn't want to have a big night actually, because I have another big healing, and I have a feeling it will be another big day next week. And yeah, it'll be interesting. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about, and sort of share insights that, guys, if you want things to flow to you, there's a bit of give and take. It's called universal law, right? You can't expect things to come to you if you're not willing to make sacrifices. You can't expect, some successful job where you're not willing to work hard for it. You can't expect mega money, but no effort. This give and take, it has to be balanced. You can't just expect things and at no price, at no cost. I hope I'm making sense here. Yeah. Anyway, I guess I will go now. And yeah. By the way, do you like my top? Do you like my necklace? I bought this like quite a while ago and I finally had a chance to wear it out. Anyway, take care, beautiful souls. Actually, before I go, I might pull out something. Normally I kind of sometimes try to avoid doing tarot readings on here because I'm well aware there's a lot of amazing tarot readers out there, and the way they read and the way I read isn't. Actually, I shouldn't talk down on myself. I just feel that it's sometimes I have blockages with my speech and I feel like I don't articulate things well, if you can't tell. So we have Six of Pentacles, which is very in line with what I'm talking about. I'm talking about give and take, universal law. What you give out, you will get in return. And this is something that I and Spirit, clearly Spirit also wants me to tell you guys. You have to understand, you cannot take and not give something back. And when you give, know that something will come back eventually, but don't expect it. Don't do things because you're expecting something. Do things from the goodness of your heart. Give from the goodness of your heart because you love people, because you know it's the right thing to do. And just know that eventually, one day, God will protect you. The universe will protect you. Be a good person. That's all I'm saying. Because the scales will always be balanced in the end. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. And by the way, don't be an opportunist, guys. Like, don't be that person that only makes friends with certain people or crowds, or only wants to associate with those that can lift them up. Be friends with everybody, guys. For those of you who are unaware, I love making friends with the underdogs. I love it. I love it more so than making friends with cool people. Because for me, cool people like, meh, meh, meh. I love underdogs because I have a soft spot for them, because I honestly feel like I was once in their shoes. I was that kid that got teased. I was that kid that, yeah, people just had a go at all the time because I was weak and timid and this and that and crybaby and oh, look at that voice, blah, 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 blah. Guys, I'm going to use my voice for the rest of my life. And that's the interesting thing, right? I got teased about my voice so much that I became very self-conscious of it, only to find out 40 years later that the whole time my voice was my superpower. I'm here to speak. I'm here to use my voice not only for healing purposes, but to speak the truth and to call out BS behaviors. And that's what I am planning to do as I grow, as I evolve, as I move forward on this journey. And I guess I shall be doing a lot of that on here eventually. Soon. Let's say soon. My guides are like, hey, stop delaying. There's a lot of things that I want to call out, actually, but we'll get to that another time. This was just one of my random rants about random things and where I'm at. And yeah, just wish me luck, guys. Is that what I'm meant to do when I say wish me luck? Wish me luck. And we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think it's time for my life to get better. And I expect it to be so now. Love you guys and take care of yourself. Stay positive, stay high. Not high on whatever recreational things, but just high on life, high on your own energy. And I'm just gonna come really close to the camera. to look for the stop button, and then I'm going to be like, bye.